Good afternoon, class of 2020 from the University of Pittsburgh School of Social Work. I'm Dean Betsy Farmer. Most of you know me, but your families don't. So I'm very, very pleased to be here with you. I can't tell you how much I would love to be with you standing in Soldiers and Sailors Auditorium this afternoon, looking out at all of you in front of me, looking at our faculty to my left, looking at your families gathered all through the gallery, here to celebrate everything that you've done and everything that you're going to be. Graduation is one of my favorite days of the year. And so it's a really mixed emotion this year because it doesn't feel quite the same. But not being quite the same is kind of what we are right now. And it's also what we as social workers are going to help us get out of. We are going to figure out what is the new normal and how do we make the new normal the most wonderful world it can be. So I just want to welcome all of you here today. As I said, love graduation because it is a celebration. And it's a celebration of what you've accomplished. All of you have been working incredibly hard, and this semester has certainly not been what you expected when you started your journey. But it's also a celebration of all that you will become. You are going to be the future of this field. You are going to be setting the tone and setting the pace for what we as a world are going to do. So I would usually give you a nice canned speech, and it would be heartfelt, and I write them, so it's not mass-produced or anything. But I'm, like many of you perhaps, I'm sitting here in my house wearing my regalia and my Cathedral of Learning earrings, because that's part of the ritual and that's part of the ceremony. And I think it's important in times of change and in times of upheaval and uncertainty to remember the things that keep us grounded and that make us feel part of a bigger collective. And celebrations like graduation are one of those. And so these are obviously very odd times. The world that we are living in right now is something that none of us have ever experienced before. And it also is a world that has made me infinitely glad to be in social work. I can't tell you how wonderful it is to be surrounded by people who care deeply, who think about all the issues and challenges in our society, and who are doing something to make those better. And that's the world that all of you are a part of and are going to be the future of. So as you all know, this crisis has laid bare many of the underlying issues that plague our society. It's impossible to ignore the issues of racism, the issues of inequality, of disparities, of the ways that our system is not working. And those are the things that we are all determined to try to make better. But this has also, as many crises do, it has revealed things that actually are wonderful. So it has been able to bring about some change that many of us have been working for decades towards. So suddenly, the idea of paid leave for all workers is no longer just a fantasy. The idea that telehealth is something that should be available and should be reimbursed by insurance. The idea that evictions are immoral and absolutely unacceptable. The idea that systemic racism has contributed to a society in which we are seeing rates of both infection and death among people of color at much higher rates than we are among more privileged groups in our society. These are all things that we can't come back out of this crisis and forget that we've observed or forget that we noticed. These are things we will have to keep working on. Once the crisis is over, the tendency is to say, get back to normal, forget what you just saw. That is not acceptable. We are going to come out of this crisis, and we as a profession and as individuals are going to fight to make sure that the things that we're seeing now get addressed, the improvements that we've made in terms of some short-term policies become the new normal. And we continue to fight for all of the things that we believe in. So I want to be brief today because I know you're all sitting in your houses and listening to me is not what you came here to do. But I want to leave you with some words of thanks today. So I want to thank you first for choosing social work. This is a profession that absolutely is core to what the future of our society is going to be. And right now, I am feeling that much more acutely than I have at any time in the recent past. And the recent past has been a challenge for many of us. But we are going to figure out how to become the best that we can be. All of you are going to be a part of that. I also want to thank you for this semester. As you all know, in mid-March, we had to completely change courses. We could no longer do business as usual, and we did it. All of you have been wonderfully tolerant and generous and rolling with the punches. And I know that for many of you, this has been an additional hardship and a very chaotic time as you've been dealing with all kinds of complexities and concerns and just new challenges in your own lives. So I thank you so much for working with all of us to make this semester successful and to allow us to all finish it successfully and to get you to this point. I also want to leave you with a thank you from myself and from the entire school for what you're going to do in the future. So many years ago, decades actually, my husband and I became treatment foster parents. And as we were getting ready to have our foster son move into our house, one of our colleagues who knew our foster son told us, "Thank you." And she said, "I'm telling you thank you now because he never will." And it seems silly. It's kind of, whatever. But I have to tell you that over the next few years while he lived with us, my husband and I, as we were dealing with incredibly challenging behavior from him and also incredibly frustrating experiences with the system that was supposed to be serving him and meeting his needs, we would look at each other and we would just simultaneously say, "Debbie Simmers says thank you." And I don't know why, but I can tell you the number of days that got us through, because we realized that somewhere out there, even in what we were dealing with when it felt so hopeless and so overwhelming, we knew that other people cared and recognized that what we were doing was important and what we were doing was the best that we could possibly be doing. So to you, I say thank you from me, from the school, from all the alums who come before you. This is your future, and we thank you tremendously for choosing social work and for making this your calling, your passion, and your life. So go out there, enjoy and celebrate however you can in these very unusual times. I hope we will have a chance in the fall to get together in person with many of you to do this for real when we can see each other and be rejoicing together. But in the meantime, celebrate with your families, celebrate with your friends, just celebrate yourselves for all you've done, for all you're going to do. This is your future and you are our future. Thank you so much. And please stay in touch. We love to hear from you. Have a great day. Would now like to recognize and congratulate our Dean's Scholars. MSW students, Alan Collins, Carrie Finkelstein, Emily Garmirian, Sherry Gunn, Renee Kirsch, Michael Komorowski, Kara Murphy, Bailey Nichols, Christine Peng, Jody Salant, Jessica Schneck, Kelly Schwab, Lisa Spano, Megan Van Doren, and Ryan Young. And BASW students, Claire Singer and Elizabeth Steiner. Congratulations to all of you.
To the graduating class of 2020 from the Bachelor of Arts in Social Work program at the University of Pittsburgh School of Social Work, I'm happy to say congratulations. You've worked hard over these last 2, 3, or even 4 years in our social work program, working to develop a knowledge base, to embrace our core values, and to establish a skill set that's going to allow you to enter this world as a practicing social worker, helping anyone, anywhere, anytime. Your futures are bright, filled with opportunities to change lives, to transform communities, to strengthen organizations, and to impact the people in our own neighborhoods in a positive way. I look forward to seeing each of you in the field as colleagues, as change makers, and as a part of the legacy of our social work profession. Congratulations again to each of you on this wonderful accomplishment. I can only imagine the wonderful things that lay ahead of you. I look forward to all the great things you'll accomplish. Congratulations, and hail to Pitt.
Congratulations to the Pitt School of Social Work graduating class of 2020. I'm sad we can't be together in Soldiers and Sailors to celebrate today, but I look forward to the day I can commemorate this occasion with all of you, and maybe make up for that senior bar crawl we missed. On the bright side, at least we don't have to sit in uncomfortable gowns for hours on end. We can celebrate from the comfort of our own couches with a drink of choice in hand and plenty of snacks. Plus, important members of the family who may not have been able to celebrate with us in person can now join in on the festivities. I'd like to congratulate those friends, family, and faculty who have supported us over the past 4 years. To the parents who sent us words of advice and maybe the occasional grocery money, to the friends and significant others who went to happy hour with us after long weeks in the field, and to the faculty who encouraged us and always wished for us to succeed, this is in celebration of you too, for putting up with us for the past 4 years. I always look forward to my social work classes more than any others during my time at Pitt. There was always such a sense of community, whether it was people complimenting each other's outfits or new haircuts, professors who asked how your weekend was and actually listened to the response. It was always such a warm environment, and that was because of all of you. I grieve all the lasts we missed out on or didn't realize were our lasts. For example, we'll never be late to class again because the cathedral elevator took forever, or feel that sense of relief when we notice our classmate waiting for the same elevator too. I'm happy to be able to look back on my time in the social work program with such fond memories. This class has such diverse interests and passions, and I cannot wait to see the far-reaching impact you all will have. These are scary times for all of us. I never imagined I'd be finishing my time at Pitt virtually during a global pandemic, let alone doing so while COVID-19 positive myself. You see, my mom's a nurse working on the front lines in a long-term care facility that, like many others across the country, has been impacted by this virus. And it didn't take long before my own family was impacted as well. But I've been most inspired by the attitudes and spirits of those frontline workers like my mom. She's most bothered by the fact she can't be at work to help. And I think this is a spirit shared by many of you. Whether it's volunteering virtually, or participating in the mutual student aid on Pitt's campus, or calling a loved one who may be facing isolation, I know that all of us are trying to find ways that we can continue to make a difference during these trying times. And I know this is a class that is well prepared to help shape what they're calling the new normal. The truth is, the only normal is change. As social workers, this pandemic has only exemplified issues that we have known existed. We were already working to change what was normal. So whether your next step is going into the workforce, taking a gap year, getting your master's, going to law school, or attending another graduate program, I am confident this is a class that will continue to see these trying times as an opportunity With the knowledge and experience from our time at Pitt, I am positive our next steps will be successful ones. No matter where those steps take us or where we are now, just like it did on all those late nights in Oakland, the Cathedral of Learning will continue to be a pillar to guide us home. Hail to Pitt.
Good evening. My name is Brandon Thomas, and I'm extremely honored to be a member of the graduating class of 2020. We are here to celebrate the many great accomplishments that we all have achieved, from amazing research projects to outstanding community engagement endeavors. We are a very unique class who have faced very unique challenges. We have witnessed the tragedy at the Tree of Life to the current pandemic of COVID-19. Yet through these challenges, our determination, our closeness, our adaptation, and our coming together as a community has allowed us to persevere. I extend a heartfelt congratulations and a job well done. I would like to thank my mom, who has been my pillar of strength. I would like to thank my brother, who brought me back from Pittsburgh to have me start a new life. And I also like to thank my best friend, who never gave up on me and taught me never to give up on myself. When I think of the University of Pittsburgh School of Social Work and Honors College, I don't think of you as faculty or administrative staff. I think of you as blessings. Blessings that provide endless support, encouragement, mentorship, and you also help me find confidence within myself to succeed. Many faculty members challenged me with a thought or a saying. They said that you should be proud of yourself. My response was always, I'm not there yet. Today, on this day, I accept your challenge, and I can say I am proud of myself. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Class of 2020, you have faced many external challenges and personal challenges, but you have adapted, you have faced these challenges head on, and you have persevered. We have come together as students, as a university, and as a community. When you think of April 26, 2020, I encourage you to think of the word perseverance. Through it all, we have persevered. I encourage you to be proud of yourself. As new social workers, we are facing a different world. Communities need us more than ever, but we will persevere. I encourage you to continue making changes within yourself, making differences within the community, and making changes within the world. Congratulations and good luck.
Hi, I'm Dr. Yodit Betru. I'm the director of the MSW program, and I want to take this time to congratulate you in achieving this great accomplishment. It's been a pleasure getting to know you over the years as your advisor, as your instructor, and now as the director of the program. I know what it takes to achieve this degree, and I've seen all of you work really hard in the classroom and in the field and being part of the Pittsburgh community. So I hope you take the moment to mark this occasion and to celebrate with your friends and family who I know have been a part of this journey for you. I am excited to see what you're going to be doing in the future. I know you're coming to this graduation at a very particular time in history. I'm confident and know that you are prepared to meet the challenges and that you are resilient and adaptable and have all the skill sets that you need. So I'm excited to see what you're going to be doing, and I'm enthusiastic and just thrilled to call you my colleagues, and I look forward to seeing what you're going to be doing in the future. Congratulations again, and thank you so much for picking our program to be part of your development.
Good afternoon, faculty, staff, family, and friends viewing our special celebration, and a big virtual congratulations to the School of Social Work Class of 2020. I'm one of the many strong voices in our cohort, and I'm honored to be the direct practice student representative today. I never would have imagined recording a graduation speech from my bedroom with my cat as my captive audience. Although we all understand the necessity of social distancing, not only for our own safety, but for the safety of others, it is still disappointing that we cannot be here together today in person, and for that, I extend my condolences. When drafting these remarks, I initially wrote about our adjustment to the educational changes brought about by the pandemic and how resilience is needed during times of adversity. Those remarks, however, would have only encompassed the last month of our journey and not the lifetime of experience that has brought each of us to this point. For many of us, we came here with a passion for the profession, eager to learn how to change the world. During our time here, faculty, staff, and field placement instructors have guided us to become problem solvers, critical thinkers, change agents, advocators, counselors, writers, and researchers. We were taught that we had the social work hat that we could wear in different fashions, allowing us to adjust our skill set to the task and population at hand. We learned that our innate desire to support individuals, families, and communities is priceless and will never be measured by our paychecks. Although we may have been social workers before we came to Pitt, we have many individuals to thank for shaping us into the professionals we are and will continue to become. At the beginning of this journey towards our graduate degrees, our mentors took our toolbox and sharpened those tools as they educated and challenged us. We completed numerous assignments, crafted many field learning plans, and conquered challenging classes in an effort to have a clear picture of what it means to be a social worker. Our formal education may be over, but our learning should never stop. Social workers are not made in the classroom. Social workers are made through life experiences. You were a social worker the day you listened to your friend cry about their relative's passing. You were a social worker when you preached self-care. We became social workers when we saw our sensitivity not as a weakness, but as a strength. We became social workers when we saw racism, ableism, poverty, homophobia, and sexism plague its way into unjust policies, practices, and attitudes, and we strove to advocate for and find resources to help those in need. Most recently, we were social workers during this global pandemic when we saw how inevitably linked supporting ourselves and others can be. I'm not sure if you've noticed during our time here, but our professors love role play. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's found them incredibly awkward. My first semester, I remember one of my professors acknowledging how uncomfortable we all looked as we choked up scrambling to find the perfect, most clinical words to say toward our peers in these hypothetical scenarios. I always wondered why we would be so nervous to role play amongst our friends in the class, who were simultaneously perfecting these skills too. And as I think about it, I realized I had been role playing incorrectly. I had been trying to be this master clinician, attempting to take exactly what the professor had discussed and parrot it back to my peer during each practice conversation. What I've learned, however, is that role-playing is about utilizing our natural abilities, our natural empathy, active listening, and critical thinking, all those social work buzzwords, and add those to evidence-based concepts we learn in the classroom. You see, we've always been social workers, but our education has helped us enhance those innate skills. I urge you, class of 2020, to continue to take your natural abilities and use those strengths to be competent, empathetic, driven professionals, no matter what hat you wear. You already have everything you need to succeed inside of you, so grab it and use it to be the change you want to see in the world. Congratulations, and here's to the start of a lifelong journey.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Carrie Finkelstein, and I am a graduating COSA student at the University of Pittsburgh School of Social Work. I'm very honored to have the opportunity to speak today and share a little about the impact the last 2 years in the School of Social Work has had on me. As we're all acutely aware, this is not a normal time in which to graduate. I can say with confidence that no one was expecting to graduate via Zoom wearing their pajamas under their regalia. It's hard to not be in the same room as everyone, to not be able to hug and celebrate what we've all accomplished together, but I can say that I've never been more proud to be a social worker or to be graduating with such an amazing group of people. Through the stay-at-home order, I've seen my classmates exemplify what it means to be a social worker, from coordinating distribution of vital resources like food and technology, to helping to develop Pittsburgh Mutual Aid, a collaborative grassroots network where neighbors support each other to get the resources they need, to helping coordinate Pitt volunteers. We as a class are already making an impact, and I could not be more humbled. And through it all, we've supported each other in this tough transition, reaching out to check in, sending silly memes to brighten each other's days, and dropping off food at each other's houses. This network of kindness describes our class well, and I can say, without all of you, this month and school overall would have been infinitely more difficult. Of course, I'd like to thank the faculty and staff for their support and guidance. You've each shared your knowledge and passion with us and showed us how we can put our dedication and skills to work. Thanks to my mom, dad, and brother, who are my role models, strongest support, and love me unconditionally. And to my friends who have put up with my graduate school stress and always pushed me forward, and believed in me, even when I didn't always believe in myself. But most of all, I want to thank you all, my fellow newly anointed social workers. Thank you for your passion, for calling out my blind spots with grace and understanding, and for making me a better person who is more equipped to do this work. But most of all, I thank you because you give me hope for the future of this world. I am so proud to embark on this journey with you all, and I can't wait to see the impact we'll make. Congratulations, and I hope to celebrate with you all soon.
Katie Greeno. I'm the director of the doctoral program, and I wanted to say a special message to everybody who's graduating this year. Graduation is always such a special and symbolic time. It's a time and a day that's unlike any other day in your life. And I wanted to be here at the cathedral that you know and love, where you had so many classes and experiences as part of your trip here at the School of Social Work. This time, graduation is always a special day that's different from every day in your life, but your graduation is absolutely unique. Happening in the middle of this public health emergency that has required special sacrifices from you, it is a completely unique and memorable experience that belongs only to you. And I'm so proud of your accomplishment, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. I wanted to give a special shout out to the people who help us get to our goals. To your family, friends, supporters, who had many anxious, sleepless nights themselves, making sure that you got where you needed to be so you could reach this day. And I wanted to close with a quote from Dr. Martin Luther King, who said, I need to remind myself here, "We have the knowledge that the time is always right to do right." Your background in education at the School of Social Work gives you a special commitment and ability to do right. And I know that you will go forward doing that and making the world a better place. So thank you, good luck, and Godspeed.
Congratulations. It's time for you Eagles to fly. The world really needs you right now more than ever. Congratulations and stay healthy.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
Congratulations, University of Pittsburgh School of Social Work class of 2020. You've all worked very hard, and while we can't be at your commencement in person, we're very proud of you. You're going to make excellent social workers, and we look forward to the impact you will have on the world.
According to Dr. Seuss, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It is not. Thanks for picking social work. Thanks for caring a whole awful lot. Congratulations, class of 2020, on this great accomplishment.
Congratulations on completing your Pitt social work degree. I know that the end of your on-campus experience wasn't what you imagined, but I'm excited that your alumni experience with Pitt social work is just beginning. So good luck and hail to Pitt.
Hello, spring class of 2020. Your next mission, if you choose to accept it, will require extraordinary skills, but you will need this password. You are Pitt social work strong. Congratulations. Good luck.
On behalf of the faculty and staff at the Hartford Fellowship, I want to say congratulations to our graduating Hartford students and to all the MSW and BASW students in our program. Now more than ever, the world needs compassionate and dedicated social workers like you who will make a difference with our most vulnerable populations. I'm so happy to know that you will be out there doing this important work.
From Eric and Mitzi, congratulations to all of the social work graduates. The world is yours. Go out there and show them what you got. And remember, vote. Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations to all the Baker Fellows. You're an exceptional group of students, and I hope soon you will be training the next cohort. Did a wonderful job, and I'm so happy to have met you all.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. Hail Pitt, you did it.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Special shout out to all you COSA alums. That's right, you're alums now.
Congratulations, spring 2020 graduates. Cole and I just wanted to say congratulations, great work. Go out there and change the world.
Pitt class of 2020. Let me be the first to congratulate you and welcome you to the field. I look forward to all of the amazing things you will do in the world.
Congratulations, graduates. You're entering the profession at a time when social work values and skills are needed more than ever. Remember that you can really change the world as a social worker. I wish you health and safety in your new adventure ahead.
Congratulations to all the BASW and MSW graduates.
We're so proud of you, and we know you're going to help a lot of people in the future. Take care, everybody.
Congratulations to the class with perfect vision, the class of 2020.
Congrats, 2020 graduates. I wish you nothing but continued success in the future. And wherever your journey may take you, I hope you find a way to stay connected with Pitt Social Work.
Well, to the class of 2020 from the School of Social Work at the University of Pittsburgh, I wanted to wish you congratulations on completing your degrees. We are excited about all the great things you will do. And from my family to yours, we all wanted to say congratulations.
And thank you for being there.
On behalf of the University of Pittsburgh School of Social Work's Office of Admission, Piper would like to offer you some tail wags congratulating you on your graduation.
Congratulations and good luck.
We can't wait to see you in the field soon.
To the class of 2020, this is Dr. John Wallace from the University of Pittsburgh School of Social Work. We celebrate you today, and we know that you're going to do great things. Your ability to thrive in the midst of this global pandemic is just a sign of the greatness that lies within you. Congratulations, and hail to Pitt.
Congratulations, social work graduates. We are so proud of you and all that you've accomplished. Know that we are celebrating with you in spirit.
Hi, graduating class of 2020. You have worked so hard this year. You've overcome a lot of obstacles. I'm wishing you the best of luck as you go out in your career to make a difference. And hail to Pitt.
Hello, class of 2020, University of Pittsburgh School of Social Work. Go forth and make us proud. Hail to Pitt.
Many congratulations to the class of 2020. Remember, the good thing about the world being broken right now is that together we can fix it and make it better than it was before.
Congratulations, class of 2020, you made it. This is Jessica Murray, MSW grad from 2014. I'm sure this day is nothing like you imagined, and yet today is still your day. You made it. Hail to Pitt.